Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq, SPX, Dow Jones, and some special requests from our Discord. We're gonna see today what we might expect. Be careful from the volatility of the Fed rate decision today. So yeah, trade safe. We might see some volatility. It might be a very massive drop or a massive push toward the upside. Nobody knows. It depends, of course, on the market sentiments after the Fed decision. Currently, we might see, of course, a boring day first before the decision, as usual. This is mostly what happens. So it's going to be a sideways day before the decision that we might get. So, yeah, we'll see, guys. Starting with Nasdaq here, we are still with our bearish probability higher than the bullish 65 against a 35%, and that because we're still looking at A and B and a potential wave C here to unfold to finish a large W, X, and a Y. Now it can be also a potential 1, 2 in a wave 3, massive wave 3, that it can be a deep correction in this case, but I still doubt it. Of course, we need to check our shallow bear market first, the correction, which is around the 0.38 minimum target as Fibonacci level here for 27K 400. So I'm still looking for this zone here and to see the reaction in case we take the 1.618 in one single drop, which is the Fed rate decision, of course. And that means, of course, yeah, we might be in a very, very deep market, guys. So we got to be careful with it today because this might be, of course, a very, very massive move there. So I would say on the 15-minute chart, I don't see yet a signal of strength. This is a three waves from the low there, as I mentioned yesterday. Three waves up and, of course, three waves down again. We don't have even something very bearish, and that's why I mentioned, okay, the market is going to slow down right now until, of course, 8 p.m. and until we get, of course, our Fed rate decision. Therefore, trade safe, nothing to mention here. We're still sideways and we're still in the same probability. After the Fed rate, I will come back to you and tell you what it might happen next. So for SPX, we are looking also at the same probabilities. Not so much bearish, not so much bullish. We're still, of course, in a potential for a diagonal wave 5 that it can still be unfolding for higher, but also it can still be an ABC here, finished wave B, and then you're looking for something for lower as well, which is bring our probability very 50-50 here, and we're still wondering what's going to happen. Of course, the Fed decision is going to be the main key element here tonight and will tell us which target, which key level actually is going to be taken. Is it this one, confirmation for lower? That one, which is exactly at 7,377 for much lows, or is it going to be taking the pre-confirmation plus the confirmation together to push toward the upside? Very interesting. We're going to see, of course, and the market has started anyway to slow down since yesterday, so be careful. We are going kind of in a triangle as well, and we'll see what's going to happen over there, guys. Nothing to mention more than this. We are ranging between those two key level, guys, for a price decision. Now, Dow Jones. Dow Jones is a very, very strong move here from Dow Jones, and we see, of course, something interesting. We reach our key level again, which is, of course, the pre-confirmation for higher. We have, of course, 60% bullish, but we still gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the Fed rate as well to see if we're gonna continue towards the upside. I believe we're gonna get a range here also for a little bit lower prices before we push toward the upside. But very likely that this scenario will have to play sooner or later, guys, for a new all-time high for Dow Jones. So the probabilities are still the same. Of course, it tends to be much more bullish than bearish. So this is regarding the US stock indices. We cannot say anything today before, of course, that rate decision. And of course, this is also our confirmation for lower here for Dow Jones, just in case that the Fed event here will take it. All right. So we'll confirm it like something for lower. We'll see, guys. So basically, I'm going to put this to the left. Here we go. So at 51K, $564 is our signal here that something lower is going down again. All right, let's start with our special request today. We have from IGV. IGV. Let's start with it. So, which is iShare Expanded Tech Software. All right, that's interesting. The tech sector right now is the one who's leading the market. Actually, psychologically is very strong. So we'll see what do we have here. Okay, for this chart, very nice chart first, because it's very impulsive. Direction of the market is upward, which make it, of course, easier for you to gain here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I'm still looking for my wave 5, which is a formation of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Obviously, this is a correction and finished very likely, and we might start to seek after the wave 3 to push for higher here. Nothing yet, of course, bearish. We're still looking here at a signal of strength, not very strong, but still okay. And that because, of course, once you finish here this A and potential wave B and a wave C there, you are looking here at another three waves. Now, why? Yeah, it's a question mark. Can it be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonal and then pushing for higher? Yes, very, very likely on the lower time frame. But at the end, I'm still looking, of course, for this wave 3 there to unfold to finish, of course, our major wave 5. So nothing is bearish. Your bearish signal to be totally bearish here. We're talking, of course, about a deeper wave 4 there. Yeah, so because this, all of it still can play a longer wave 2 there. Yeah, so the wave 2, if it wants to, it can be W, X, and a wave Y, and then pushing for higher again. Therefore, you cannot be tending to be more bearish here before taking this confirmation for lower. All right. So this is still very, very far. All right, so this is IGV. We're gonna see impinge. Okay, so PI. Let's see this one. PI. Yep. All right, that's one. Okay, so this one we never did it. I can see that from the name anyway. Okay, not really nice chart. Not perfect. Of course, I mean it looks like building up a momentum, but this momentum is overlapping. We don't see any wave 3 there. Any wave 3, I cannot see there. The only wave 3 that you got is exactly here for an impulse, which is an ABC very likely here. And your wave 4 interfere. That means, of course, invalidation taken despite the wicks. But yeah, it doesn't look that perfect. So I would consider that this is an ABC there. You got a wave W and X and potential wave Y here. Yeah, so that is not really nice. I would say this is your wave Y here, and you're getting another A, B, and a C there. Okay, that's a creepy one. All right, guys. So A, B, and a C, and you're looking here for another A, B, and a C, which is gonna form your W, X, and a Y. And in that case, you're looking at three waves up, which is your wave A, and you're looking for wave B and a C here as follow. Now, your wave B is going to be also creepy. How do I know? Because it's already an A, B, and a C expanding flat. And that means, of course, it's going to be something pushing down again. It can be all of it, of course, your wave B and then wave C later on. However, not recommended chart. It's a very risky one. You don't have a direction, clear direction, and it is corrective on the all-time history, meaning it might be makes a lot of heart attacks for you when you are trading internally. So that is not recommended chart for Flowman. All right, buddy. So there we are. We finished those. We have Spotify. Spotify. Go. All right. For Spotify. Oh wow. We have finished. We have finished soon. It didn't took even the fib levels there. It's a short wave 5. Okay. So Spotify made a short wave 5. We were testing an extension here. We got an impulse, which is your wave 5, but we were testing an extension, meaning what if a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to reach this zone area, but obviously it is not the case. We have overpassed this, so we don't have the wave 5 has finished short. Yeah, very simple. Finished short here, and we're looking at a finished wave 1 there That means your wave one is finished over here. You're looking for wave two, and the wave two might be even much more deeper. And that means, of course, we're looking for a wave two there, which taken from the whole wave one, and the minimum target for a wave two there, 0.38. And obviously, it's gonna be a zigzag with a triangle here. So you see a triangle formation. This triangle formation is playing your wave B there as an A, B unfinished, and wave C. Yeah, so yeah, wave two. That means the path that we are looking for here in a very high probability is this, and then pushing bullish again. Sorry, this is gonna be bearish, and then having another path for bullish again. Here we go. And that means your wave three is still, of course, going to unfold, but or wave A, by the way, A, B, C here, A, B, and a C. There you go. So we'll see, guys. But basically, this red zone is very likely in 70%, of course, probabilities here. All right. Yeah. So this is regarding Spotify for water lows. Welcome, buddy. Shafi, let's see AMD for you. Here we go. AMD. All right. For AMD, we are looking also. Let's go even much more bigger. All right. Monthly. All right. Yeah. So we are in an A, B, and a C or 1, 2. Of course, it can be a 1, 2 there. So we're going to mark also a potential 1, 2. I know it's still very far, but okay, it's still a probability there. So which one is it? It's gonna, of course, give us an answer later. But basically, the wave C here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is still unfolding to reach our blue zone areas here, which is a 1, 2, 3, and then wave 4 and a 5. So very interesting. We are in the blue zone. 1.618 for the wave 3 is going to be taken 692, and I'm still looking for it here internally. Of course, obviously this is a 1 2, sorry, it's a 1 2, yes, a 3 4 and a 5. One more high, $692 before getting away 4 and a 5 again to reach the 1200 potentially here for AMD. I cannot see anything bearish, because even if you are in bearish, you have to consider an A, B, and a C expanding flat, which is impossible. Your wave B is very high, above the 1.38, which make it very far probability. Therefore, bullish $692 is still there. But of course, it's not going to be that fast. Don't forget, the wave 2 is very long in time. So you're expecting a longer time for wave 4 here before you push for higher. Okay, so it's going to take some time. So we're talking here about months, yeah, of range. But yeah, this is what I see. AMD is going to range sideways potentially here. And then, of course, starting something to push for higher still. All right, so that was it for AMD so far. We're looking for Kobe as well. NBIS. NBIS. There you go. Nbis Group. All right. So for this one, we are looking also at an A, a B, and a C here. Can be also a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we need to break the 1 to 1 Fibonacci level first. Obviously, it is done, guys. Okay, it is done, and we have finished perfectly in our blue zone here. All our targets has been taken during this analysis for Kobe. Actually, you are the one who asked for it always. But basically, here we go. Yeah, so we finished our move there. We're pushing downward, so be careful. This is gonna be after an ABC. It can be, of course, something very, very strong downward, and that means, of course, we finished all this count here. And that means you might be in a large wave B there, A, B, and a C there. All right. This is going to be bearish. Can it be? Well, yes, it can be. So we got to be careful with it. Otherwise, a signal of strength should be given again. And that means you have finished here. Okay, let's downgrade this one to brackets and then have another A, B, and a C here in your round count here. There you go. I'm looking for at least the 0.618 FIP time as well for a wave B. So be careful. It might take a very long time correction here before we push for something for higher again. How well? Okay, if you want also a fib level at the same time, just look after your 0.38 Fibonacci level here. In case this is gonna take some time, even like it can take that time there. And so there you go. And that means it might do this, all right? Something like that. And then pushing for higher, all right? Meaning your wave B is not necessarily to be very deep. It can be just like in that form as well. But currently we are in a very large correction. This is what I would like to mention here. So we'll see. Let's test this type of correction first. Yeah, so this is regarding NBIS. All right, so that was it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Welcome to KG Trading Discord community, the place where you get everything you need to stay updated with the market, get important community news, weekly reports, channel updates, all in one place. Be the first to know when a new YouTube video or member-only video is available with instant notifications in our Discord. Receive quick morning market updates before a YouTube analysis for Bitcoin, gold, silver, and the US stock indices. You can request a technical analysis for your favorite crypto coins or stocks and join our communities for crypto stocks and metals. Get trading signals, entry levels, targets, and risk management strategies to help you trade with more confidence and more safety. You also get access to our trading view charts, Elliott Wave setup, and special KG trading indicators. You can join us through Patreon or YouTube membership using the links below. I'm looking forward to welcoming you to the KG trading community.